Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fred Unified, the biggest Manchester United page out there. And I'm going to be doing the Manchester United versus Chelsea match preview. Some talking points. I have so many things to talk about, but I'm just going to try and keep it short because we lost against Man City. The pressure is up on the coach. It's like a do or die affair. So the media paints it to be. And everybody out there has information Amorim should use or not to win Chelsea. But newsflash, I believe he's just trying to figure out his team, the best team to even put out there. If I'm going to be honest, he has little or nothing to work with, and honestly, with that little or nothing, how do you expect him to win people that are even balanced and have backups to even work with? That's my own opinion. But well, it is what it is. We have to play Chelsea. Now, what am I looking forward to? I expect us to have a very difficult game. Many things have been said about the middle of the park, how it is overcrowded and all that. I I want to beg to differ. On most cases, I don't feel like we're overcrowded if the players play the way they ought to play. But I'm just going to leave that there because we are just going to get into a whole lot of argument about it. I'm not going to come and start defining what and what is and what is not. So is the way it's going to be. Now, watching the press conference, Ruben Amorim press conference, he was asked about Bainda, if Bainda is the first choice goalkeeper now, and he said no, that everybody is fighting for their place, which I believe that should be the case. If you had gotten Donnarumma or Emi Martinez, I'm sure they would just go straight to be the first choice goalkeeper. Honestly, if I was Amorim or if I had a choice to pick between the three goalkeepers, I would just go for Tom Heaton. He might not be as athletic because he's aged, but he has more experience. He reads the game better. He's calm under pressure. So I would go with him for this match, honestly. He was also asked about Bruno's best position. And he said yes. Bruno seems frustrated that we are not winning. Bruno wants to get on the ball a whole lot. Bruno wants that freedom, which we know that will be the case right from time. Right from Ten Hag, right from Ole, Bruno wants the freedom to play. And the only way Bruno gets that freedom if he has two defensive midfielders that are playing behind him in Manchester United all this while, or he has two midfielders that are compatible with each other to play together and give him that cover which he's looking for to get on the end of the goal to score and sometimes assists, if you are being honest. So yeah, that's how Bruno wants to play. But with this formation, Bruno is restricted to a whole lot of things because the manager wants him to control the game. And I believe, honestly, I don't care how star you are or how your strength is, you should stick to whatever the manager is telling you to do. If you cannot do that, get out. Honestly, either you do it or you get out. But Man United fans want or we worship Bruno like he's Jesus Christ, but I don't know. I'm just going to leave that there because I'm going to get a whole lot of stick for it, but I don't really care because I've said it right from last season. Bruno on a normal day has no place in this team with this formation, with the way Ruben Amorim wants to play. Bruno has no place in the team. But let's pretend that he should play because he's our best player, he's our most senior player, so he has to be in the team. So I'm guessing, or I believe from the press conference, he's still going to stick Bruno in the double pivots in the midfield. He wants more control. He wants more creation from the middle, which should be the case. Which honestly should be the case because there's something he also mentioned in the press conference. Even when Bruno plays as a 10, he still comes back to get the ball because he always wants to be on the ball. So if you always want to be the ball, even if you are playing as a 10, you come back to come and get the ball. Kukuma stayed there and gets the ball and do what you want to do. Is it too hard? But again, you are not going to have that argument. So let's leave it where it is. So Bruno is going to play there. I don't know about the other players because the way he spoke about the team, he's like he's still trying to find the best connection. And honestly, the best connection is all that matters. You might have a zillion star players, but if you cannot create a cohesiveness within them, regardless of the formation now, regardless of the system, if they cannot play with each other, then you do not have a team. You can have 25 players, but if your first 11 cannot work well with each other, you do not have a team. I would always use Liverpool team, Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah, and Firmino. Always as example. If those other two are missing, Salah is a bit redundant. Whenever they are missing, because Mane is always going to press like a mad dog. Firmino is always going to also press like he's crazy, leaving Salah to do little or no work. Firmino is always going to come back to get the ball to feed to Salah. Mane is always going to pressure and at the end of the day try and pass to Salah. So they were working together to make sure that the attack is working. Henry also said that he had to find a way to play with the players around him. He knows Junberg likes to do the 1-2 or something. I might be misquoting, but he mentioned the 1-2, mentioned someone that likes to put it in space for you to run, and he had to find a way to work with all of them individually. So that's what we are missing. There's no cohesiveness within these players yet, and that's where we fall short. And there's also something Ruben Amorim mentioned that I have been saying for as long as possible. He said yes, Bruno will play there, though is intentional about the team winning. He's frustrated about it. But one thing he made mention was that it is not about Bruno. It can never and should not be about Bruno Fernandes. It should be about the team. The team comes first, not the player first. And that's what's important. So I don't know why we always go about and say Bruno should do Bruno. It is not about Bruno, it's about the team. If Bruno is playing there and Kunha is playing forward, is that not better? I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but I feel that's how we should work. But I mean, I'm just an analyst down here, just saying what I know. So yes, I believe that works better if Bruno can sit back and be disciplined and do just the basics. Don't do too much. Do the basics. I believe it will work out because it is about the team winning. It's about the team winning. Now, so I think I've analyzed more or less his press conference. He said some other things which I'm going to revisit later, but that's that about that. Does he care about Ganacho? No. Does he care about Rashford scoring? He's happy for them. He's also happy for Rasmus. Does he care that Shesko didn't get the ball against City? Yes, he admits that Shesko was alone most of the time, and that's what he's trying to correct. So they worked on it during the week. But I don't know if there's going to be any changes, if I'm going to be sincere. You're all having hope that he's going to do something magical and we're going to win Chelsea. I wish you guys the best of luck, but I am not expecting some crazy turnaround. Not today, not tomorrow, because we have a whole lot of work to do. If we are going to be sincere, honestly, we have work to do. So, my prediction for tomorrow, I hope Chelsea does not batter us. 2-0, 3-0, 2-1, 1-2, whatever the scoreline is. I do not have a prediction, but I see Chelsea having the upper hand in terms of goals. In terms of goals, I might be wrong, but I see Chelsea having the upper hand. We might dominate. I don't know what to expect if I'm going to be sincere, but we might dominate. But that's just it. Now, my predicted lineup should be. I hope he starts Tom hitting, but I see Bayenda starting, but he didn't mention Bayenda, which is weird. So it's either Bayenda or Lamens has their start. Lamens has his first start. Whichever person we see him go is a contest. But for defense, I would love him to do a change. I would love to see Mazarawi, Delete, and Euro on the left instead of Luke Shaw. I prefer he drags Luke Shaw forward to play the wing back, and then Ahmad on the right wing back. The midfield should be this is going to be hard. Midfield is going to be hard, but whoever he plays there, we just have to take it. Because Caicedo is tough. Caicedo is going to run you streets every time. So he needs someone that is also as physical to match Caicedo. And that is where Ugarte comes in. He also needs somebody to contend with the physicality of Enzo Fernandez and outsmart him. So Bruno is a likely choice, but it's failed against Man City. Would you want to try it again? I don't know. But if it was left for me, I'm going to go Mainu, Ugarte, Mainu, Casemiro. I don't want to even see Bruno in the lineup if it was left for me. No offense to all of you. That's my formation. So for the wing backs, or rather for the tens, it's going to be Mbuemo and Kunha or Mount, then Shesko. That's my formation. But whichever lineup Amorim puts out there, it is what it is. So we have to work with it. Um, Honestly, it's been a tough time, and I have to just pass this message across there. It's been a tough time. We all want Amorim out. I'm not among the very lot of you. We all want him out. But I think tomorrow we should go and just support the team. As many of us are going to the stadium, go and support the team. Those of us that are going to be at home or in a viewing center watching, let's also support. There's no need to banter because you are going to get bantered. Chelsea has the upper hand in this banter something. They go banter or tire. They are the best club in the world. Well, they got battered by Bayern Munich, but it doesn't matter because it is Man U. We got battered by Man City. So let's just stay quiet, watch the game, and just enjoy. I've been Fred. Don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, and most of all, leave your comments in the comment section. Peace.